Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to take a first look at the new 2020 Kia Telluride. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're in the market for a new car, I wrote a killer article on my website about how to buy a new car for the lowest price. I put the link in the description below. The new 2020 Kia Telluride is a bold three-row crossover SUV that seats 8 and it slots in just above the Kia Sorento, which I've also done a build and price review of, and I'll put a link up to that right now. Beyond its extra size, the Telluride also is far more distinctive than the Sorento, with interesting head and taillight designs and a boxy truck-like silhouette. The interior brings Mercedes GLE vibe with double grab handles on the center console and an optional 10.3-inch touchscreen. The optional quilted Nappa leather is real, but the aluminum and matte wood are phony. Regardless, it's a handsome interior. The 2020 Telluride rides on a front-wheel drive-based unibody platform shared with the Hyundai Palisade. I'll put an image up to that right now. Both will be built at the same Georgia plant where Kia assembles the Sorento. The Telluride uses a single engine and transmission, a 3.8-liter V6 shared with the Palisade that sends 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic. All-wheel drive is optional and varies the torque split from 100% in front to a 65-35 split in sport mode. A self-leveling rear air suspension is also optional. Plenty of driver assist will be optional, including sensors that detect if children or pets are left behind in the back rows, and a lockout feature for the rear doors in case a fast-moving object approaches too close. The Telluride goes on sale by May 2019 with a starting MSRP of $31,690. All right, well, let's take a first look at this 2020 Telluride. There's a lot of information to go over in the beginning, but this is an all brand new SUV. It's got really bold styling. So we can see the exterior here, and what I'm going to do is just pull this down just a hair, and it's going to let us see the exterior colors for the 2020 Telluride. So we can see that this color here is called, we can spin it a little bit too, so we get a better angle so you can see all the design cues, right? Silhouette of this vehicle. It's very attractive, actually. It's really attractive. I like it a lot. All right, so let's check these colors. This one's called Dark Moss. That one's called Dark Moss. Then, of course, we have a Snow White Pearl, followed by an Everlasting Silver, which is kind of interesting, Gravity Gray, Ebony Black, and Black Copper. Okay, up next, we can actually take a look in the interior of the 2020 Telluride. They even show the reflection off the glass. There's a nice shot of the optional Nappa leather, or quilted Nappa leather interior, which is real, but we know the wood and the aluminum is not, but it looks good. Still looks good. There's those double grab handles, one there, one there. Got your nice sport pedals. All right, so we can see the interior. We had a good look around. Let's this color is called gray Nappa leather. This one is called black Nappa leather, and we can take a quick look around. All right, we got a good look at that. This is the 7-row option, or the 7-seat options, because it's got the captain's chairs right here, as we can see. And then finally, let's look at this brown, dune brown Nappa leather option, which is also attractive. I would be down for either the brown or the black. I think I could skip out on that other light color. All right, so that is the interior and the exterior views of the 2020 Telluride, and it looks pretty good. There is a double sunroof here, double moon roofs. You got your vents up there, HVAC vents all up in there. I think, there's a handle or something back there. All right, looks really good. Let's move on. All right, so here's another shot of that interior, but here's the deal. They've got some information below here, breaking down a lot of things. So they say the driver's cockpit, command and control with an available 10.25-inch touchscreen display. That's right here, right? Hard to miss. Driver talk feature to amplify voice to rear passengers. That's cool. Quiet mode to only use front row speakers. And the ability to connect more than one phone over Bluetooth. So that's the driver's cockpit. It says captain seating, available reclining dual captain's chairs, slide forward at the touch of a button for third row access, while rear passengers can enjoy available dual sunroofs with standard USB ports. And we've got integrated styling. Kia's drive-wise systems, like standard for collision avoidance, use radar sensors subtly integrated into the front fascia and commanding style of the signature tiger nose grille, which does look pretty good actually. Okay, drive mode. It says dial into terrain with the available snow mode and on-demand center locking differential for off-road capability. Command your on-road driving experience with 4 different drive modes: comfort, eco, sport, and smart. And then lastly, they're going to tell us about that engine, right, which we already know about. The Telluride's got a 3.8-liter V6 engine, 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, and it's got a Class 3 5,000-pound towing capacity. Now, they're going to tell us real quick, we're going to go through some of the drive-wise features, right? That's their suite of advanced safety tech, and that's always important. I think one of the most important things about these new cars is all this cool safety features and safety tech that they have on them. So let's find out about the Kia drive-wise stuff, and then we can take a look through that gallery because we didn't really look at that, and we can look at the specs and all that. We'll check everything out. There's a lot of good information here. So there's a blind spot view monitor. The available, right, says that's optional. When they see the word available, that means it's optional. The available blind spot view monitor display in your dashboard gauge cluster shows a live feed of your blind spots. Plus, if you try to change lanes while an object is detected in the blind spot, the standard blind spot collision avoidance assistance rear can help maintain your previous course. So will it try to make sure you don't go over if it knows there's a car sitting there? Seems like that's what they're trying to say. Then there's highway driving assist. In regions where speed limit information is available, optional highway driving assist can adjust the vehicle's cruising speed to match the vehicle ahead, as well as changing speed limits. That's pretty cool. I think this is interesting. This is called Safe Exit Assist. Standard Safe Exit Assist, now this is standard equipment, helps tell if your doors are safe to open by sensing for potential hazards like oncoming cars or bikes and alerting you if it detects them. That's smart technology right there. Very smart technology. And then there's a surround view camera. They like to call it a monitor. The available optional surround view monitor gives a bird's eye view of your car via 4 exterior mounted cameras, while for better awareness of your surroundings, right? There's that bird's eye view, the top side view, some manufacturers also call it. All right, let's check some of these images. They've got nice little sentences written down. It's a little hard to see this one, but it says the 2020 Telluride SX, that's a trim level, which we will look at all the trim levels here in a few, with prestige package. There's a pre-production model, of course, they're showing us. All right, here's another nice shot. There's another Telluride SX. We probably don't really need to go through those. We just want to check these photos really fast. Right? Now, this is part of the Founders Club. Now, there's something about that. I'll tell you about that here in a second when we get through these images here. Something about the Founders Club. All right, so that was the exterior photos. So real quick about that Founders Club. So apparently, if you want to receive updates about this vehicle, and you click Receive Updates, you can fill in your information and all that. But now, when you receive updates, now through March 31st, 2019, when you sign up to become a Founders Club member to receive special offers when you are one of the first to purchase an all-new Telluride. So this is how you can get in on the Founders Club membership type of deal. So that's how that works real quick. Now, let's go look at those interior photos. All right, so got some interior photos here, which I guess we've seen them. They only showed us 3 photos. So there's those 3 interior photos. Let's move on. Let's go take a look at the trim levels. All right, guess what? This happens to be a PDF. This happens to be a PDF that I can download. So I'm going to download this, and I'm going to upload it to my file sharing site that I use. It'll generate a link. And so if you want to download this PDF too, TOO as an also, I'll put a link in the description. All right, but let's check out the trim levels of the 2020 Telluride, engineered to perform, born to explore. So the base model is an LX with an MSRP of $31,690, and it comes standard with 18-inch alloy wheels, LED positioning lamps, park distance control. It's 8-passenger, leather-wrapped steering wheel, synthetic leather, one-touch third-row entry and exit, USB, 6 USBs. It's got 4 collision avoidance, lane keep assist, smart cruise control, blind spot collision, rear cross-traffic collision, smart key push-button start. I'm reading this on purpose because I want to see everything it has, and then from there we don't have to look at everything. It's got the UVO 8-inch touchscreen, so not the optional 10.25. It's got rear occupant alerts and the second row safe exit assist, which we already read about. That's going to let you know if a car's coming before you open your door, or a bike or something like that. Then there is the LX, which includes all of the stuff. I'm sorry, the S, which includes all the stuff of the LX. Plus now you get bigger wheels, roof rails. You get a premium grille and exterior trim. Now you're bumping up a lot, and they're only moving you up not that much money. 10-way power front seats, heated front seats. You got an upgraded interior and 7-passenger seating, etc., etc. Upgrading from there, you've got the EX and the SX. Now, they kept showing us the SX, so that would lead me to believe that it was the top-level model, and it is, yeah. So there's the EX for 37 grand, and it comes with 18-inch alloys and all this other stuff here. It's got it's got the leather seats. It's got the navigation with the 10.2-inch screen. It's got all the good stuff. It's got the smart power liftgate. And then over here, you've got the big dog, the SX. Starts at $41,490. It includes everything. You've got LED projector beam headlights, LED fog lights, dual sunroofs. You got a Harman Kardon premium audio, interior mood lighting, right? 7-inch supervision meter cluster with blind spot view monitor. And then there's this prestige option package. Gives you all-wheel drive. That throws in the Nappa leather seating, heads-up display, heated steering wheel. So yeah, this vehicle, and that's a plus $4,000 option. So now you're looking at a Kia that's running close to 50 grand, but they are throwing everything in there. You know how Kia does it, and Hyundai for that matter. They throw everything in there, right? So that's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. Here's that better information about that Telluride Founders Club. Right. So we've actually gone through oh, you know what? We haven't gone through everything. We need to take a look at the specs. So yeah, here's that better information about the Telluride Founders Club. I could do better than I showed you. I knew it was around here somewhere. So now I want to go take a look at the specs, and I think that's all we need to really take a look at. We're going to look at the specs, and then we can wrap this video up, I think. Okay, so here we are into the specs. So we can see that the length right off the bat is 196 inches long, and it's 78 inches high. It's about the length of a Dodge Charger. Dodge Charger is somewhere around 197 or 198, a brand new Dodge Charger. I just know, just don't ask me why I know that off the top of my head. But that's the deal there. Oh, and you can go through the models too. There's the S, which starts at $33,990. The LX starts at $31,690. The EX starts at $37,090, and then the top of the line model, SX, starts at $41,490. Let's look at the rest of the specs. Now, obviously, changing these toggles up here is going to change what specs are being shown down here. So we'll keep it simple by just looking at the LX specs, which we already kind of read over just a few minutes ago anyway, so we don't need to look over any of those particular specs. We can look at things like, we can see the rest of the colors, we can see all the colors by name really easily, right? All the exterior paint colors, snow white pearl, gravity gray, the everlasting silver, ebony black, and then with the interior, you've got the gray Nappa leather, dune brown Nappa leather, or black Nappa leather, right? We already went through the dimensions. Let's look at the engine. Do they give us stuff like yes, they do. That's what I want to know. Usually with the specs, there's a lot of stuff that we could just leave out, but some things I want to know, like how much torque and when in the RPM range does the vehicle make the torque. Now, this vehicle is not turbocharged. You can tell because if it was turbocharged, it'd be making its torque a lot lower in the RPM range. So how peppy is this going to feel? I don't know. How heavy is this vehicle? We're going to find out right now, actually. But first, let's actually take a look at the fuel economy. So, what are they going to tell us for fuel economy? To be determined for all of these, probably. Yep, because the vehicle's not quite out yet. It's got a fuel tank capacity, however, of just under 19 gallons at 8.8. Let's find out about a couple other things, and then we'll wrap this video up. Okay, here's some good specs, right? Our little other measurements, like our wheelbase and our length of our vehicle and everything. And this is where we're going to find our weight. We're going to find our weight. Here's your ground clearance, approach angles, departure angles, interior headroom, right? Interior shoulder room, hip room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to suggest that if you want to make sure you get all these numbers in, just pause the video real quick. That way you can read all these little numbers, and then we can move on. Because what I really want to do is just look and see what the vehicle weight is. Curb weight varies, but it's about 4,200 pounds. Is about your curb weight. So about typical for the class. That engine should probably feel adequate. You're not going to be flying around. You're not going to be winning any races, but it should feel adequate. Okay, so last thing I really want to look at was what's the warranty, right? Standard industry leading Kia standard warranty, 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty program. All right, so yeah, that's the 2020 Kia Telluride. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you've made it to the end, thank you for joining me. You're awesome. I really, really appreciate that. This is a really interesting vehicle. When we can actually do a real build and price review of this vehicle, we'll be back to revisit it. You can be sure of that. All right, well, that's it.